okay, you're seriously limiting the benefits from those workouts. Hey guys, Mark McKill here with Live Anabolic, and today Mojo and I are going to talk to you about the 4 things that you should not do after your workout. Now I know that sounds weird because normally I'm always talking about things that you should do. But we're kind of crazy at Live Anabolic, and so just to be a little different, we wanted to mix things up, and today I'm gonna cover just 4 things, just real briefly, that you should avoid doing after your workouts. Now before I get to those, just real quick, I want to remind you, we got a fantastic Facebook group, all right? I'm the moderator. I'm actually the guy in there answering questions every day. So please click the link below this video and join the group. There's over 21,000 men now, and they're all over the world, same age as you and I, and it's super good guys, fantastic stories. We're talking about not just exercise, but nutrition and injuries and kind of motivational things. Really, really cool. And it's free, all right? I forgot to mention, is it free? Yes, it's free. And then also, do us a favor and help us spread the word about this, our YouTube channel. You know, click, the little thumbs up, the like button, share it with your buddies, and subscribe to the channel. That would really help us. Okay, so the first thing you should not do after your workout is don't stop drinking water. Don't you love double negatives? I just wanted to throw a couple of double negatives at you today. So don't stop drinking water, which means you need to keep drinking water. All right, simple as that. Water is way more important than most of us realize. And I'm not just talking about the summertime when you're really, really sweating a ton. You got to do it kind of year round. Now, you don't have to drink as much water in the winter when you're not sweating and all that stuff, but it's still really important. And my trick is, I get bored drinking just plain old water, which means I will typically not drink enough of it because I'm not kind of reaching for it because it doesn't necessarily taste bad, but it doesn't taste good. So I buy bottled carbonated flavored water. Now it's got no sugar, no calories, okay? So it's basically just water with carbonation and some very kind of light fake flavoring, but it tastes great. It's not a real strong flavor. I just get it at the grocery store. It's the cheapest stuff, the store brand. And so what I'm doing when I'm on Facebook answering all those questions, typing away, I'll keep a glass like this right next to me. And I'm not thirsty. I'm not sweating in the house, all right? It might be 10 o'clock in the morning. And I will just kind of reach over as I'm reading the screen and come back, and then I'll answer some questions, go on. Then a few minutes later, and I don't even notice myself reaching for the water, okay? I'm not thirsty, but for some reason, because it tastes good, I just naturally reach for it. And then after about 30 minutes, I look over and it's gone. Totally drank the glass, even though I'm not thirsty. I go back in the kitchen, fill it up again, and we start the process over. So guys, drinking water is way more important than you would realize, and it's important for both building muscle and losing fat. All right, tip number 2, something you should not do after your workout. Don't skip eating protein. Another double negative. Isn't that nice? So, guys, I personally like to come home and have a protein smoothie or a protein shake, okay? And I try to get at least 30, but probably closer to 40 grams or 45 grams of protein in after my workout. It's basically, we tear the muscles down when we're working out. And when I say tear down, we intentionally injure the muscles. We create microscopic tears in millions and millions of muscle fibers, okay? And then your muscles regrow, but they only regrow and repair with protein, okay? The muscles use carbohydrates as a source of energy to contract, but to repair those muscles, they need protein. And most of us, myself included, have a hard time getting enough protein in my daily diet, all right? So I have to rely on protein supplements, all right? Protein powders, protein bars, things like that. And so I really like getting some in immediately after workout. And when I say immediate, within an hour. Now, there's a caveat here. Some of you guys, your priority is losing fat, not building muscle. Now, it'd be great to build muscle, but your priority for most of the guys watching is probably losing fat, all right? And a lot of you guys are doing intermittent fasting, which is a really great way to basically turbocharge your fat loss. Makes it easier and quicker. So what happens if you're working out in the morning while you're still doing your intermittent fasting? You can't abide by this tip, right? Correct. It won't kill you, all right? A lot of you guys don't break your fast until noon. You might be doing your workout at 7 o'clock in the morning. Is that going to kill your muscular gains, waiting that long to get protein? No. It's not optimum. It's not something you want to do if you're, entering a bodybuilding contest, all right? But it really doesn't make a huge difference, all right? So you guys, your priority is losing fat, not building muscle. No problem. Wait another 4 or 5 hours until you get that protein in. You're not going to see a huge drop off in your potential gains. All right, so tip number 3, you're going to be happy to hear, is not a double negative. Okay, so tip number 3 is don't drink alcohol after your workouts, especially you guys that are hitting the gym at night, maybe coming home from work or whatever. Don't reward yourself for a really killer workout with a couple of glasses of wine with the wife, okay? That ain't gonna hack it. So alcohol really is a toxin. Now I drink, you see my bar in the background on a lot of my workout videos, okay? I'm in my den working out and there the bar is behind me, okay? I drink, I just don't drink very often, okay? I make sure there's a reason, an occasion, okay? Typically for me, that's once a week. So guys, drinking alcohol really screws up your body's ability to synthesize the protein that you're eating and convert it into muscle. So, like I mentioned a second ago, your body needs protein to repair those damaged muscle fibers. And for some reason, I don't really know why, alcohol temporarily inhibits that process. And so you will see serious bodybuilders, guys that are entering contests. I don't mean necessarily the big guys. I mean, they avoid it too. But even kind of your basic amateur, bodybuilders, guys that are just young guys that look great, they avoid alcohol all the time. They don't touch a drop of it, okay? Because they're all about building muscle. And they know every time they have a drink, it temporarily short circuits that muscle building cycle, all right? So skip the alcohol, especially after your workouts. All right, and finally, the last tip, number 4, don't stay up real late, okay? Sleep is really critical to building muscle and creating all those great hormones. So our the majority of our testosterone is produced at night while we're sleeping. And the majority of the recovery, the rebuilding of those damaged muscle fibers occur at night while we're sleeping. So if you're doing really great killer workouts, all right, and you're eating good, everything like that, and you're drinking lots of water, and you're avoiding the alcohol, but you're screwing up your sleep at night, then you're seriously limiting the benefits from those workouts. And really the benefit for some guys is building muscle. The benefit for other guys is losing body fat. Those things go hand in hand. All right, so when you do these really good workouts, it's not just about building muscle, you're burning a lot of calories. And then when you add muscle mass to your body, that means you're naturally gonna burn more calories throughout the day because you've increased your metabolic rate. All right, the more muscle you have, the more calories you burn at rest, while you're sleeping, while you're watching TV, while you're in front of the computer working, doesn't matter. The more muscle mass you have, the more calories you're going to burn, whether you're working out or not. So screwing up your sleep, staying up late at night will really inhibit the potential gains from your workouts. Okay, so there it is. 4 things you should not do after a workout, including a couple of double negatives in there that we just threw in there to complicate things for you and make you scratch your head. But if you stick with all these little tips and tricks that I give you in all these YouTube videos, I promise you will reach your goals, but you have to stick with it and never give up on yourself.